Hey, warriors. Okay, so before we ever spoke a word, okay, before our name, before our identity, we were already communicating, but not through vocabulary, through our breath, okay? Breath is the very first language we ever spoke. And it's the one that we've never stopped speaking, okay? Think about a newborn, okay? They don't know culture, they don't know language, they don't know meaning, but they communicate everything through their breath, okay? Fast breath, distress, slow breath, uh, safety, right? Let's see. Rhythmic breath, regulation, held breath, fear. Um, Before we had words, for emotion. Do you know what I mean? We had breathing patterns that expressed it. Breath was the original emotional language. Okay? Your breath doesn't just reflect how you feel now, it stores how you have felt. Trauma changes breath, grief changes breath, anxiety shortens breath, joy expands breath. You know, safety deepens breath. Over time, your nervous system builds these breathing habits, based on your lived experience. So, you know, uh, you're, so in other words, which means, sorry, I don't mean to stutter, but it means your breath is holding fucking memory. Before your mind even accesses it. You can forget events, okay, but your breath remembers how they felt, right? Um, I don't know. Pay attention to moments like, um, I don't talking to certain people, walking into certain spaces. You might. Okay. What about this one? Um, Thinking certain thoughts. Even this is a big one for me. Okay. You know, your breath will shift automatically, and you might notice, shallow chest breathing. Maybe your fucking diaphragm tightens. Maybe you're holding your breath all of a sudden, right? Um, Forced sighs. Yeah. That's communication. That's not fucking random. Your body's speaking through its first fucking language. Most people try to control their breath. You know, um, but very few honestly listen to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Uh Start here if you want to try to listen to your breath. Ask yourself throughout the day, is my breath shallow? Is it am I holding my breath? Is it deep? Um, are my exhales longer than my inhales? Am I breathing through my fucking nose or my mouth? Do you know what I'm saying? Each pattern is information, not something to judge, but something to to fucking decode. You know what I mean? Your breath can tell you technically can tell you anything, but it can tell you when you feel safe, who you feel safe around, when you're suppressing truth, when you're forcing alignment. You know what I mean? I could go on all fucking day, obviously, because it's your fucking breath. You're breathing constantly no matter what you're doing. Um, but it tells you, when when your nervous system is overloaded. Um, Tells you everything, like I said. When if your breath, if your breath constricts, your field is contracting. If your breath expands, your system is safe to open up. Do you know what I mean? Um, our breath is like our internal compass. You know what I'm saying? If it's always pointing us toward or away from coherence. You know, you don't want to try to have like a perfect breathing, you know, you don't want to try to force perfect breathing, I guess. But you do want to rebuild your relationship to it. You know, to remember how to speak breath consciously again. That's what we all need to be doing. You know, slow inhales, longer exhales, pauses, you know, that feel like it fucking stillness instead of fear. Um when you regulate your breath, you regulate the emotional field attached to it. You are rewriting stored memory in real fucking time. Do you know what I'm saying? So before you go trying to fix your thoughts, before you go trying to analyze every emotion you have, listen to the language underneath of them. Do you know what I'm saying? Your breath, your first language you ever spoke. That's what's still carrying memory, what's still carrying guidance. It still whispers messages about your field to you. You know, you just have to slow down long enough to actually fucking hear it. I love you.